You done What I'm trying to say is that Anthem has some son of a bitch! I'm trying to say that Anthem has some serious problems. EA really needed a winner here, and considering that this is BioWare, Masters of Storytelling, you'd think that the game be a lot better than it really is, but it really is a huge disappointment. And the reason for that is I want to tell you things. Fuck! Are you finished? Are you fucking finished loading now? Can I do my review? Thank you. Well, I might as well get this out of the way right now. Is one of Anthem's biggest problems is the amount of loading screens you'll be looking at as you try to play. It's hard to get into a groove when every few seconds, BAM! A loading screen smashes you in the face.
Is it me, or do you agree? Sometimes you feel like you're playing more loading screens than game.
Yeah, especially when you're playing with a different group. They don't really let you enjoy the game.
When a player picks up Anthem, I want them to feel like they're a hero. And I want them to be able to do it easily. I don't want to put a lot of friction in place where they have to, find different people to play with and have different groups and timelines for them to play. I want them to be able to get into the game easily.
Whatever engine, whatever system was used here is at the detriment of immersion. I'd forego these score screens to have it replaced with an in-options inventory tab where I can switch my weapons on the fly, check out which items I got from drops, and equip them where necessary, all within the same open world session, easily moving on to the next contract. But no, instead it's a loading screen. And sometimes these things take longer than the actual missions themselves.
Arcanist Ruins. The loading, I cut up the loading and I cut up the actual gameplay. Not cheating in any way. The loading took longer than the actual gameplay. The mission we were able to complete like that. Loading was 5 minutes and 20 seconds total. The actual gameplay, 4 minutes, 23 seconds of actual gameplay. And this was for the Arcanist Ruins contract. And you'll be playing a lot of this shit over and over.
But you know what? Anthem has way bigger problems than loading screens. Let's just forget all about them. Forget I even brought them up. Because what's even more of an issue is Anthem's progression, its story, its pacing, its crap loot, its awful AI, its lack of information for the player, its are you joking anemic endgame, and its annoying ass NPCs that have a knack for telling me their whole life fucking story every single time I brush by them.
What did I do? Oh yeah, you want to hear more?
God, no.
Great. After that, I was walking into the living room and I hear this high-pitched noise, and I look over and I see my goldfish Jimmy just vibrating violently. I was like, what is going on? Out of nowhere, Jimmy just blows up like that. I'm like, no, Jimmy! I run over there and get all little pieces. I put them in this little plastic bag. I was gonna go to throw them in the trash because I didn't want to flush Jimmy down the toilet because that's where shit goes. Jimmy is not shit. He's my pet goldfish. So I go throw him in the trash. But as soon as I go outside, you'll never guess who I saw. Take a guess.
I don't give a damn.
I'll tell you anyways. It was Charles. Charles owes me money. So I'm like, hey, Charles, where's my money at, man? I start walking towards him, and then he starts walking faster, trying to avoid me. And this group of dogs come out of nowhere, and then I start attacking him, and he's yelling, hey, help me, please. I'm like, no, motherfucker, you owe me $5. So I walked back to my house. I don't want none of that. I walked back to my house, and then all of a sudden, I shat my pants. And that is why it's dangerous to eat leftover Taco Bell.
Oh my God.
But before we dive into all these issues, let's take a look at the positives of Anthem so that you see I'm giving this game a fair chance. I wanted Anthem to succeed. And yes, this game does get some things right. Things I was sort of expecting in a looter shooter in 2019. Its flight, its gameplay, and its graphics. One of the best parts of Anthem, and what helps separate it from its peers, is its ability to take flight!
Clearly the flying is the best part of the game.
Oh, by far.
By
I feel like the Rocketeer.
That's a obscure reference.
So many people have compared it to an Iron Man simulator, and maybe, you know, they're right. It's just so liberating. This amazing new level of verticality in the game, this method of transportation that's much more fun to just take off and fly around in this world than on some Sparrow or huffing it on foot. Just taking to the skies whenever you want and really seeing the spectacular looking vistas that BioWare has constructed is rightfully awe-inspiring.
Oh my God. It's so beautiful. I mean, look at this shit. Doing it's just so lush and beautiful looking. Especially just flying around. Oh shit, just flying around. This looks so good. Oh my God.
And that's the other very, very good aspect of Anthem, is how beautiful it is to look at. It is downright breathtaking at times. I didn't think that I could go to that place off in the distance in those trailers, but I can. From the skies to the depths, and all of it filled with wildlife, friendly grabbits.
Aww, look at how cute these little rabbits are.
They're aggressive today.
Die!
You know you probably just orphaned some baby rabbits there.
Oh shit.
Buffalo-like things, fascinating luminous jellyfish underwater, to hostile creatures like scorpions and even huge world boss titans. There is tons of alien flora to harvest for materials and various lore and collectibles and chests that keep you exploring every inch and corner. This is just fantastic. Things are detailed and textures are really impressive on both the NPCs and in the hub area and out in the field on your Javelin. Also, the facial animations, they're fantastic. And no, I'm not talking about those cardboard cutout NPCs standing around and talking. Those are bad.
I know you cheated at the game.
Sweetie, I don't have to cheat. You're just bad at cards.
I want my money back.
Sorry, spent it. I'd be up for another game if you wanted to win it back.
Please, I can't afford to lose that money. There's no work at the fort.
Then maybe you shouldn't be gambling.
I have a family.
I hope they're better at cards than you are.
And even sometimes the main characters feel like just actors reading out their lines unenthusiastically, I may add.
Never mind. Rhetorical question. Sorry, I'm a little cranky.
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything.
It's clearly not 100% as bad as Mass Effect Andromeda. The facial animations are rather quite good in the more directed cutscenes.
You don't measure it, you don't count it, it's nothing like that. It's a feeling.
Everything okay here, Owen?
Yeah, well, on your last mission, I noticed that the Cypher Chair was giving off some very strange feedback.
All readings fall within acceptable tolerances.
No, it's your call, but if you ignore it and something goes wrong...
I will find an Arcanist and perform a full protocol inspection on this unit.
Perfect.
Even if at times they may be exaggerating it a bit to shake the reputation, the bad reputation of my face is tired.
I am emoting in my face. That way I don't get tired.
What the hell is wrong with you?
What do you mean? This is my natural way to talk. Are you not impressed?
No, please, stop that.
I'm just excited to see you.
I have mace.
My face is excited.
Finally, one of the more important things that Anthem does get right is its moment-to-moment gameplay. It is a ton of fun here to just crush your enemies, downright mow them down. It's loud, it's overly flashy, sometimes too flashy, as the special effects fill the screen and kind of blind you at times. Just working with your teammates, setting off combos as you freeze, fire, electrocute enemies, it makes for a great experience. You're firing off your primary, quickly using your 2 different powerful javelin specific skill abilities, and then you lay down your support skill and then fire off your ultimate for maximum damage. It is undeniably addicting. Look at it, big boy,
On this side. There was one on the right.
Free! Like now, die. I can't wait to get the light.
You see what I have?
This is fucking okay. Now I'm having a real good amount of fun.
Finding your style in one of the 4 javelins is great fun too. The standard but powerful Ranger, the melee focus Interceptor, the huge hulking Colossus with artillery and heavy weapons, and my personal favorite, the Elemental Storm, which can sort of hover over the battlefield and really make for some beautiful and much different combat loops than its peers and competitors. This is what the game does well. And there's no other game that quite feels like Anthem. But I do wish that there would have included some aerial combat as well to really take full advantage of that, the flight ability. But other than that, I've got no huge complaints in the gameplay itself. It's strong. And finally, I really appreciate that BioWare is trying to correct one of Bungie's mistakes. They actually attempt to put a story in here, you know, with plenty of character interactions with your quest givers. Previously, you know, these quest givers just stand there and don't really do. They try here, okay? Even if they mostly fail at it, points for trying at least.
A few beacons have gone quiet in the wilderness and we're short-handed. Those beacons are vital to my work here. If they're broken...
So I should go fix your beacons.
Ah, perfect. I'm so glad you offered.
My pleasure.
Good, good. I'll talk to you in the field.
No problem.
So it's a great game. It's got great graphics, gameplay, some story scenes, some cool flight mechanics. What more do you need, Joe? You love the game. Say you love the game. No, I don't.
Are you and Jack in some sort of who can be the bigger hero contest?
What?
That's the 3rd.
You fucking said it again! Say something else! God, you.
Because besides all those things, you start to see the many, many problems. This is a looter shooter, right? Then where the hell is all the exciting loot?
Same guns. I'm starting to see a pattern. The loot's not all that exciting.
It's really not.
The loot in Anthem downright sucks. It's boring. It's not that it's a slow drip feed of cool stuff. No, it is an avalanche of crap and limited crap. Did you know the only thing that you'll be unlocking are samey looking guns and javelin abilities?
Why do the drops suck so bad? Look, here's the difference between an epic shotgun and a rare shotgun. It's the same. It's the same freaking weapons over and over and over and over. They don't even bother to change the freaking models on the guns very much. It all looks pretty much the same, and no matter what. I mean, even if you go into the freaking menu... Oh, hold on. We need another fucking loading screen to get there. Oh. I forgot that was real. That actually is a thing. You go into the fucking library, the armory here, you go into weapons, and these are all the weapons in the game. So the only thing you're going to fucking drop is these. At a glance, you cannot tell the difference between the Havoc and the Relentless. You go over to the assault rifles, and can you tell the difference between the Defender, the Hammerhead, and the Warden at a glance? No, you can't. It fucking sucks. And then we go back into the Forge, which requires another fucking loading screen. And then you're like, okay, well, at least I can customize my guy. Well, oh my God, you can't. And somebody please tell me why there are only fucking 2 fucking things, 2 arms and torsos and heads and arms and legs. You thought you'd be customizing yourself to look fucking cool. There's only like fucking 2 in the game that you can fucking earn through in-game things. The rest you have to buy, like this legendary fucking torso bullshit. What the fuck? I am shocked that this is all they came up with. In 6 years, this is what they have available to you to either buy or equip. And you can't even get that unless you get the special edition of the fucking game. You've got to be shitting me.
This shit is so basic, so same looking, that it starts to basically turn into just rarity colors. Hell, you never see any masterworks or legendaries until you're starting to do the crap endgame. Hooking us on something cool would have been nice. But nope, we just get rows and rows of the same weapons and abilities with the same choices, some clearly better than others, making it even more disappointing.
Where are all the fucking vinyls? Where are all the wear states? Where are all the animations? Look at all these different animations that you're supposed to be able to slot in. Someone please explain to me why they don't drop from chests and to give us variation and to make us excited as we play. Where the fuck did they not finish the fucking game? This is all that there is. After 6 years of development, this is simply it. Where are all the paint, vinyls, wear states, animations, and all this stuff in the drops? That would have made the loot in the game exciting, getting stuff. And I'm finished with the game. I actually completely finished with the main storyline, and I looked the same the entire fucking time. Are you shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me?
You f***ed up the loot in a loot shooter. Okay, well, if the loot isn't gonna drive me forward much, maybe the missions themselves will be cool, and they can do that, right? Well, I knew I was in for a treat when the second mission of the game decides to plop me down and stand here and guard the signal booster against waves and waves of enemies.
Oh, there's the first sensor. I need you to access it. Stick close so I can get a reading on the Shaper energy. Hang on. I'm detecting movement. Looks like scorpions.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, great. Exactly what I wanted right at the beginning.
Followed by a take orb things to and fro while again facing waves and waves of enemies. Wow! Wow! Great mission design, BioWare! I didn't like it when Destiny had this form their main mission structure, and I like it even less when BioWare does it.
I've dealt with these. Look around at the floating lights. They're the echoes. Grab them and bring them to the door. Your javelin can hold 3 at a time.
This is like this throughout the whole damn game, aside from strongholds. But we'll get there in a moment. But I had to ask myself, why are there exactly 0 epic or memorable moments in the story? There's 0. There's no memorable moments. This is why some say the story is boring or uninspired, because frankly it is in so many ways. The main baddie, the Monitor, who is somehow even less interesting than Destiny 2's big brute guy.
Slayer of gods and conqueror of the light, I am Gary, and I have become legend.
In fact, the best mission throughout the whole game is one you can't even fucking play.
Much of what I am about to tell you is not well known. Is that Freemark was one of the great cities of Bastion.
Oh, cool.
Until one day, the Dominion arrived on their doorstep, Cruel conquerors from the
Oh shit! Hell yes! This mission's gonna be awesome! Oh shit! Oh fuck!
The Dominion, the Sentinels, and the Freelancers would make their claim for Freemark that day.
Damn!
Each group heirs in their own right to the legendary
Dude, this
General
mission is
Tarsus
going to be
and
so
their
fucking
Legion of
awesome. I
Dawn.
can't wait to play this. Oh damn, that is fucking epic. Oh, a big ass fucking battle with Freelancers versus, oh man.
One of our best. Freelancer led the charge as the Enclave leapt to meet the Dominion forces head on.
We don't get to play this, do we? Shit!
You watch it. And these huge striders that we saw in the E3 trailers walking, they take part in supporting this battle. Do we see any of these move in the game? No!
Strider full of rations and batteries I ordered was jumped by regulators.
No point do these striders ever move.
Anyone, we're under attack. Anyone in the area, we're under attack.
You can equip your Javelin exosuit with gear that brings devastating power
What
to
the
combat.
fuck? What the fuck? That never fucking happens in the game. That's exactly what would make it fucking cool. It fucking lied to us.
Oh, there are a lot of scars down there. Oh, the scars have a heavy.
Time to use that mortar.
We read about how they ferry goods back and forth in their lifeblood of this world between cities, carrying freelancers into battle. Do we ever get to guard one on the move? Nope. Do we ever defend the walls of the great Fort Farsis, where we're supposed to care about everybody, as they do in the cutscene?
So they fought. Outnumbered, outflanked, and outgunned. Freelancers fought. They did well for a time.
Nope. Instead, we do the bitch work of collecting orbs and fixing radio tower crap.
Salvage searched. We have to search 3 salvage piles, Joe. You gotta get kind of close to them. You shoot the endless waves of enemies as I search the salvage piles. Okay, you found one. Riveting.
Yay.
Yay.
We did it.
High five.
Any rares?
No, I got 2 whites.
I got 1 uncommon.
Oh, good.
Oh, come on. Be something good. Oh, yes! Jar's Wrath.
Oh, nice.
That never happens. They lied.
Even the great Anthem, the namesake of the game, is a letdown. You read about how the Shaper technology was built by what must be the gods. It has the ability to do anything. Manipulate gravity, shape reality itself.
Oh, and how bad could this get? You were in the heart of Rage, weren't you?
Don't even think it.
See these ruins? There's a theory a Shaper relic flipped gravity for a day.
Uh-huh. Well, not on my watch. What's it for?
Raise a mountain, carve out an ocean, spawn some new monstrosity?
There has to be some reason for it all.
They could have done so much with its core concept in gameplay terms. Reverse gravity in the game. Flip the world upside down. Have us walk on walls, Inception scenarios, teleport you to unknown planes of existences. Mess with our memories of what's happened in the game. Turn things inside out. Really cool shit. But do they do any of this? No! Guess what these relics do instead? They spawn enemies. A horde mode again. What the fuck?
Oh, something in there's growling.
Something biological, that's all I can say for sure. But I hope it's not the rabbit overlord.
What's happening in there?
There's something has teeth. Lots of them. Hurry!
Boring and completely wasted potential. Remember, This is BioWare, makers of Mass Effect, the Knights of the Old Republic, hell, even the MMO version. It has better multiplayer and story. And Dragon Age. Hell, even the much derided Mass Effect Andromeda had a better story and side quests than this game does, in my opinion. And why is this game such a pain in the ass to play with friends too? I mean, that's supposed to sell itself on this. And honestly, it's just kind of difficult to stay in a group as your friends listen to all the story missions alone, without you, as you wait around for them.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the bar. Discuss an important matter with Owen. Visit the bar. Is that what you're doing?
No.
What are you doing?
It told me to go to Mathis.
Mm-hmm. Matthias.
Matthias.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
It's sad that it's often easier to solo, for the most part, with randoms who never talk to you, never utter a word so much as a peep, who often charge ahead and force you into another loading screen because the tether between players is so ridiculously small, it's annoying!
Yay. Oh shit, I meant to put it on fucking private so we didn't have to deal with these other people. See, we're already outside of the mission area. We're gonna be teleporting. Oh, brother.
Oh, missions aren't marked on the map with the player that they're attached to, so you have no idea whose mission is what and who needs what and where they're at. You can't set waypoints in free roam. You have no idea what these expedition feats are supposed to be. And the launch bay, what is the launch bay? It's empty. It's completely pointless.
I don't know why I went here. I didn't ask to go here. And then now I have to go over here.
Yeah, I ended up there too. Now I gotta load again.
Fucking ridiculous, man.
Unless you want to see other strangers' javelins, which you're gonna see anyway as you play. What the fuck? What the fuck is the launch bay, BioWare?
Look at what happened to my head. Oh, brother.
It is so disappointing and simply unacceptable that Anthem has learned exactly nothing from its peers. It's even pathetic that this game in many ways even fails to live up to similar looter shooters of 5-6 years ago. Borderlands 2, Destiny, The Division, Warframe, Destiny 2 for Christ's sake. With so many lessons to pull from, BioWare chose to ignore nearly all of them and stupidly repeat mistakes while adding a few shockingly incompetent ones themselves.
Are you shitting me? Wow, great AI.
So, you've got these boring and uninspired missions going for a while during your first 5 hours. Then it somehow gets worse. BAM! One of the shittiest levels of all time I've seen out of a AAA developer, much less BioWare, comes to punch you straight in the throat.
Oh, that looks like it hurts! Oh, come on, Joe, suck it up! I know you weren't expecting it, just like many players. I'll tell you what, you know what this game needs? Okay, get out of the way. Yeah! Look at that! A good old-fashioned roadblock! That's exactly what this game needs. I said, for BioWare on the phone, I said like this, I said, hey, you know, what's a great way to extend the length of a game without spending any money? And they came up with this puppy. And I came up with it, actually. I built it myself, right? It's pretty exciting. But I hope you enjoy it, you idiots. I hope you enjoy BioWare's new creativity. BioWare is mine, and you'll never get them back. Never.
Do you feel motivated at all to continue playing? I don't.
Honestly, no. I'm just following you. Like I
don't.
The story's like, oh, we just need to go back to the hell heart rate.
I mean, especially when missions are this boring. Get 50 out of 50 melee kills. Get fucking the fuck.
They want something cool.
Well, the boss fights so far have been like, beat this one elite guy who looks like every other elite guy. I mean, you're fighting one now. Let me help you. Unbelievable.
It's not really fun, though.
No, it's not.
It's not even explained very well. Its individual requirements are buried in menus, so you fumble around Anthem's crap interface, by the way, every few minutes to see if you've completed one of these pieces of shit.
Oh my god, I can finally open up one of these stupid-ass tombs.
You have passed the trial of Legionnaire Artinia Aspirin.
Uh-huh.
Enter and greet the Guardian.
Fuck you. Oh, all right. All right. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. This better be fucking worth it. Better be fucking cool.
Now what do I do? Well, phase information said to greet the Guardian, so why don't you try that then?
Are you? Is that?
Well, that's one down. Just 3 to go.
Oh, f you, BioWare! Oh, that's great! That's real great. F you, BioWare! Who the f?
How no one at BioWare maybe realized, maybe this is not a good idea, and, you know, just destroy the pacing of their own game, it's beyond me. It really shows how they've changed over the years.
So me spending hours playing with you doesn't count for anything?
No.
I have to go play by myself?
Yeah, pretty much. Now at this point in the story, go solo. Bullshit. That sucks. And solo in a shitty mission design. Ugh.
Yeah. You're not doing this game justice.
It's sad that a 3-minute trailer from Neil Blomkamp put together has just more character and emotions than in the entire game that it's based on.
Where?
Look deeper, and you will see. Visions, Kelly. Your history. Your future. A life unlived.
You backstabbing rat! You sold us out! I never should have trusted you!
That's when you know something went wrong along the way. As for the enemies in the game, it's the Scar and the Dominion pretty much the whole way through. And they are uninspired bad guys to say the least. I mean, what the hell are the Scar? They're supposed to be these bugs, but yet they look like humans mostly, with a big guy with a shield thrown in from a certain other game to vary up gameplay. Oh yeah, and a tank that is apparently a bug too. Apparently. Yeah, no. This is crap. And yes, the AI. This is mostly crap.
Visions, Kelly. Your history. Your future. A life unlived.
You backstabbing rat! You sold us out! I never should have trusted you!
And pretty much they spawn right the hell in front of you most times. And not even the bosses have very interesting patterns or weak points at all. Crazily, The best enemies in the game are instead its wildlife. Scorpions, dragons, beasts, even titans. And they must know this too because they start even reusing the titans as story bosses. Even after you've already seen them and fought them like 3 times doing other things. And at the end, hey, a titan! It's sad.
We've already fought a titan a bunch of times.
Only right before does the game start to pick up and it starts to inject more cutscenes in the middle of missions. All right, this is what I wanted. Giving them more urgency, uniqueness, tension, story. The missions are better. But just as it finds its first real groove, the game ends. And it's an all right, cool boss fight, and then it's over. But wait! There's more!
But wait! There's more! Hang on to your seat, baby! Cause this one's a screamer!
But Joe, the end game! The end game will save us! Except it won't. It's 3 stronghold missions, one of which that you already played in the storyline, the Tyrant Mine. And then, when you beat the game, 2 more open up. Only they insultingly, hilariously reuse assets. One is basically the final boss fight of the game over again.
Wow.
And the other is a Scar tank that you fought already, only with shields.
Skelos isn't just the pilot. It and the tank are fused together.
It must have entombed itself to heal its wounds.
Cool theory. Can I still kill it?
Yes, it'll just be a more complicated endeavor.
What?
Joe, I spawned into a stronghold that was already in progress for quick play, and I went into the mission. I can't get past this door. This door closes and you can't follow them in. You're just fucking stuck. I can't go in. I can't progress any further. Why would they even have a door shut like that? If you can come in, drop out.
BioWare had to have known that 3 strongholds would be like the bare fucking minimum they can offer without being a joke. And why, in any scenario, is the bare minimum fucking good enough? Especially when you recycle 2/3 of just 3 fucking strongholds. This is why I think EA's games as a service have failed. It pretty much always means the release will be unsatisfying and the devs will rush to fix the game. They'll be so reactive, Joe, and that's what I love. And they'll add to it as it goes along, as fewer and fewer players play it and drop off, since it wasn't done right the first time.
My advice: get it now.
Why? Which would explain the numerous audio glitches, no audio glitches, crashes.
What the fuck? An unknown error. Okay, you don't even know what the fuck is going on.
The anemic strongholds and the crap endgame, which is literally you just repeating, without the ability to choose, the same storyline missions and side contracts that you've already played over and over and over again.
The challenge of valor that opens up at the end of the game, and you think, oh my God, look at this grind. 100 events, 25 strongholds, 25 contracts, 25 quick plays. If you could even get through 25 quick plays, you accept that, and you're like, okay, maybe there'll be like an extended cutscene at the end of it, or you'll get something extra cool or something awesome. Well, here's what you get. The challenge of valor, you get a graphic. One fucking graphic. Not a new badass armor set so that people know, oh shit, not only did you finish the game, but you also completed the Challenge of Valor. No, you get one fucking graphic, 4,000 coins, which is hilariously low, and 10 Masterwork Embers. That's not even enough to craft a single Masterwork weapon. You need like 25 and 10 Epic Embers. What the fuck? Who is responsible for this? This speaks of slapdash together. They were in a huge rush.
The horrible endgame balance, the fact that 95% of items are absolutely useless, including legendaries, and they'll have stats on them that won't do anything good at all.
Most of the items for all these fucking mechs, all these javelins are useless. And on top of that, you get duplicates all the time. Like, all these legendaries have useless prefixes and affixes. Last shot. The last shot in your magazine reduces recoil by 50% for 20 seconds. Why? Why? Why would you ever use any of these? So most of these are fucking worthless. There's like a couple in the game that are good. And then you get into like, oh, what about my other gear? It's going to be useful. This does basically no damage for some reason. Does less than a normal shotgun. This is useless. It does almost no damage. The flamethrower gets you killed in higher difficulties, but lets you detonate combos at least. But oh, guess what, chat? This one's broken. The stats didn't roll and it didn't do anything, so this is fucking worthless. I love my 0% for 0 seconds flamethrowers. This is really a good item, you know, getting enemy or flamethrower damage increased by 0% for 0 seconds, stacking to 0. It's really good. It's a really good item. Really good item.
This is the effort that went into the weapons?
It's like in Diablo, when you get uniques, you get items that have preset stats, but they have a range of things they can have. Like, if you get a frost sword, the frost sword's always going to have frost damage on it, but it could be between 50% and 100% more frost damage. This game is just a total crapshoot. Everything is completely fucking randomized, other than this value right here. So I don't know what they were thinking, but it's just not even good.
The crafting, it's non-existent. It's tied to faction loyalty, which progresses far too slow to be used before the end of the game. And after the end, it costs insane amounts. 25 Masterwork Embers, roughly 125,000 credits if you buy them, which I don't have that much after 31 hours, to craft a single Masterwork weapon, and the stats are completely random, so you can get horrible things.
Well, what do you have to do? For example, the Ursix, which takes forever to kill. You have to kill 100 Ursix for 1,600 coin. Or how about 50 Titans for 2,000 coin? 2,000 coin! Let me show you how many coins I have right now. I have 89,845 coins. Are you fucking kidding me? Can we get a little bit more coin for something as ridiculous as that? Seriously?
Yes, there are easier ways to get credits. Dailies, weeklies, and monthlies. But without this and alliances, various rewards, if you look in the menus, they are hilariously out of whack.
I've played a total of 76 hours in this game. About 60 of which have been farming the Tyrant Mine on Grandmaster and farming it over and over and over again. I have earned a total of 133,540 credits, give or take a couple thousand from crafting. That's not counting the 40,000 that was given to me for playing the game from Origin Premier or the Legion of Dawn Edition. I don't know. So I've essentially made 93,000 credits, right? From playing the game. 93,000 in total. If I go over here to this vendor and I talk to this dude and I go to the regulator store and I go and I check, hey, how much can I fucking build? If I want to buy Mastercraft Embers, they're 5,000 credits. It takes 25 Masterwork Embers to craft a single Masterwork gun, which means I haven't even earned enough to buy Masterwork Embers enough to build a single gun on Masterwork. I need 25 fucking, this is a Divine Vengeance, but I need 25 Masterwork Embers to build a single randomly stat-rolled gun. Or 125,000 credits, which I haven't made in 70 hours of playing the game. They didn't do any Q&A testing. That is so fucking dumb. 25 Embers to build this. If I wanted to build a fucking purple, it's 5 Epic Embers. to mill to purple. So, okay, you think 1 tier up would be 10 masterwork. Nah, dude, it's 25 for a single masterwork.
They even show signs of pure incompetence in simple things. There's not even a character stat sheet in a stat-based game with percentage modifiers.
There's no stat page for any of this. It's a game about min-maxing your stats. Like if I go to my components, you have stuff like a repair amount, luck amount, fucking effect, resists, like resist to physical, elementals, etc. There's no stats page in this entire game. You would think that it would be somewhere where you can see your total health, your damage, your reload speed, your resistances. Doesn't exist. No stats page anywhere in the entire game, and pretty much makes figuring out what min-max to do absolutely pointless. Because I can't see it working, I can't see it changing anything, so I want to know how the developers tested their game.
All of this, guys, with no PvP. Remember, Destiny had PvP. You would think that it would give BioWare all this extra time for put more effort into its PvE content to make stuff better. But nope, 3 strongholds that are recycled. There are no raids until a few months from now, unlike Destiny again, who at least released the Vault of Glass within its first week. What the hell has BioWare been doing these past 6 years?
It's a unique experience that affords us all kinds of things that we can do in the gameplay and in the storytelling that you couldn't do otherwise.
When a player picks up Anthem, I want them to feel like they're a hero. And I want them to be able to do it easily. I don't want to put a lot of friction in place where they have to, find different people to play with and have different groups and timelines for them to play. I want them to be able to get into the game easily and really start to realize what it has to offer and then become addicted and then play forever.
The final verdict for Anthem is a 4 out of 10. Slightly below average. That is because of all the issues that I just talked about. It all stacked up upon one another. It's poor release date, its bugs, its glitches, its terrible endgame, its lack of content when compared to its peers. What the hell were they doing all these years? I don't know. The lies when compared to, what they were promising and what we actually got. This is a 4 out of 10. I was all the way up to a 6 out of 10, but it clearly is deficient. It's better than, Destiny and some of its peers in certain ways, but it is definitely worse in many others, and that's why I was going to give it a 5. I think it is capable of that, but when you factor in all of the extra stuff and the release date and how it came out, that's a 4 out of 10, guys. There's no way around it. Will Anthem be a better game in 6 months from now when they add all the rest of the content, when the developers fix up all the problems? Yes, I guess, but by then, fewer and fewer people will have played it, and that's what pisses me off the most. The game is going to be better and better for fewer and fewer people, and that's why it is so important to get this stuff right the first time, and why I think EA's idea of games as a service has failed, and I'm sick of it. I don't want any more. Now, are we going to get some of these fundamental fixes in the updates, or is it are we gonna have to wait till Anthem 2? I think we're probably gonna have to wait till Anthem 2 if we even get one. I am seriously concerned for BioWare. There's no excuse like, BioWare Montreal or something from Andromeda. No, this is BioWare proper that put something out worse than that studio that got shut down and absorbed into EA. I am scared as hell that EA has already destroyed this company. That's it. I'm ending on a terribly disappointing and scary note, guys. We might have to discuss more in an extended review, but thank you so much for watching this extremely, very long, angry review, and I'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show.